Thanks for joining us on ntTV News at Noon. I'm Victor Villagran. Last night, vice presidential nominees Kamala Harris and Mike Pence squared off in their first debate. Camila Bernal has some key takeaways from the debate.
Though a notably more civil and substantive affair than last week's presidential debate, the face-off between vice presidential candidates Mike Pence and Kamala Harris was still contentious.
He interrupted me, and I'd like to just finish.
The candidates pulling no punches on key issues like climate change, foreign relations, and health care.
If you love someone who has a pre-existing condition,
Thank you,
they're coming
Senator
for
Harris.
you.
Obamacare was a disaster.
But from the start, the plexiglass barrier highlighted a huge issue of the campaign, COVID-19. Harris zeroing in on the pandemic's impact.
210,000 dead people in our country. Over 7 million people who have contracted this disease. 1 in 5 businesses closed.
And challenging Pence on the strategy going forward.
Today, they still don't have a plan. They still don't have a plan. Well, Joe Biden does.
Pence, however, echoing President Donald Trump's narrative of success.
He suspended all travel from China. That decision alone by President Trump bought us invaluable time.
But in a race where the two oldest candidates in history are running at the top of the ticket, neither Pence nor Harris was willing to articulate a plan for the transferring of power in case of presidential disability. In Salt Lake City, I'm Camila Bernal.
In the debate last night, a fly decided to make an appearance on the forehead of Republican NP nominee Mike Pence. A fundraiser in support of Joe Biden launched a unique product in honor of the insect. It is a fly swatter that is called the Truth Over Flies swatter. Those who purchase the swatter will also be donating to Biden's campaign. For more details on this item, visit Joe Biden's store website. President Donald Trump is in the news after he recently was diagnosed with the COVID-19 virus. In his return to the White House, Trump posted a video saying, quote, "I think this is a blessing from God that I caught it. This was a blessing in disguise." The Commission on Presidential Debates decided that the next debate will be held virtually. Trump says he will not participate in the virtual debate and that he does not believe that he is contagious. If the debate is to resume virtually, the town hall attendees and moderator will be located in Miami, Florida. It felt incredible this morning on my way here. Donald Britton has a sneak peek on what to expect this weekend. Right, Donald?
That's right, Victor. We were off to a cool start this morning. Temperatures in the lower 60s, but we're going to see it warm up as we move closer into the day. Right now, we're experiencing temperatures in the upper 70s with wind speeds of 5 miles per hour, making it feel more like 85. And as we move closer into the night, temperatures will drop to 67 degrees and wind speeds of 8 miles per hour. So if you're out and about, make sure you grab a light jacket on your way out the door. Going into tomorrow, we can expect the temperature of 83 degrees with wind speeds of 6 miles per hour, so it's going to be pretty sunny tomorrow. And this weekend does look good, Victor. I'll have more on that later in the forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Donald. When we return, we have an update on local bars reopening as well as some updates on our local and national weather. Stick around. Last night, Denton police arrested a 19-year-old alleged serial robber near Denton High School. Ismael Ramos was arrested on multiple outstanding warrants for aggravated robbery. Denton PD detectives and SWAT conducted a sting operation on Cordell Street near Denton High School Wednesday afternoon, but waited until the high school released all students as a safety precaution. Ramos was booked last night into the Denton City Jail. While we all encourage everyone to remain safe, we also have some exciting news for those who are looking to have fun here in Denton's nightlife. Trevor Newell is live at Fry Street with some news about local bars. Trevor?
On Wednesday afternoon, Governor Greg Abbott announced the reopening of bars in Texas. Bars can only open up if hospitalization rate for COVID-19 is under 15%. With the new regulation, businesses can now expand to 75% capacity with no outdoor limitations on bars and other establishments. In a statement, Denton County Judge Andy Eats stated that, "I applaud Governor Abbott's announcement today to open up bars to 50%. Denton County has continued to have a low case volume, especially compared to other counties here in North Texas. This is a much needed step to return our economy to normalcy." Now you will begin to see these bars reopen up on Wednesday, October 14th. Denton County currently has a hospitalization rate of 6.8%. Victor, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Trevor. Well, I look forward to a fun weekend. Can I go ahead and make my weekend plans, Donald?
Thanks, Victor. Well, we're still experiencing warm temperatures for this time of year. Temperatures are sitting in the lower 80s for Graham with a temperature of 83 degrees, 80 in Bowie, and 79 in Decatur. Let's take a look at our temperatures across the state. El Paso is sitting at a warm 86, and Amarillo is sitting at a nice 84 and 84 as well in Abilene. Now let's take a look at what our 7-day forecast has in store for us. Highs of 87 today, and we're going to see that 80-degree weather travel into Saturday. So Victor, go ahead and make those weekend plans. And Sunday could potentially be the hottest day of October, peaking at a high of 95. Going into next week, temperatures will be in the 80s, so a nice weekend ahead of us. So y'all go ahead and make those weekend plans. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Donald. Looking forward to some nice warm weather this weekend. We may be the lucky ones here in Denton, but in other parts of North America, they are not as lucky. Steve Nanes has an update on the path Hurricane Delta is currently taking.
Life-threatening storm surge and destructive winds clocking in at over 100 miles per hour. Battering tourist hotspots in Mexico, forcing wildlife indoors to take cover.
We have little lizards in our room, you guys. They're about to shut off our lights with these lizards in here.
Just a preview of what's threatening to strike the already battered U.S. Gulf Coast, where more than 10,000 homes were destroyed by Hurricane Laura at the end of August in southwest Louisiana.
Hurricane Delta is currently forecasted to make landfall as a Category 3 major hurricane in Louisiana on Friday afternoon.
States of emergencies have been declared ahead of the storm in Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi.
By Friday morning, conditions will be deteriorating rapidly.
Evacuations are now underway in parts of Louisiana and Alabama. After a briefing on the hurricane, President Trump tweeting, "Please be prepared, be careful, and be safe."
It's been a very active season. This is the 8th storm in the Gulf of Mexico, which is, really a record for us.
Now, with 3 months left in the year, already suffering at least 16 weather and climate disaster events, with destruction losses exceeding $1 billion each, Delta could catapult 2020 into having the most billion-dollar disasters in U.S. history.
So hurricane season has not went away. We still got about almost a couple of months before hurricane season is over with.
I'm Steve Nanis reporting.
Looks like it's a weekend of football. Justin Ballou will tell us all about that after the break. Right, Justin?
That's right, Victor. Tune into today's sports report for a preview of this weekend's Cowboys and Mean Green football games, as well as a report of 2 Denton area high school football teams that have been impacted by COVID-19. Dallas Cowboys take on the New York Giants this Sunday after last weekend's brutal defensive effort against the Cleveland Browns. Now, it's no secret how bad the Cowboys' defense has been this season, but they will get back defensive end Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory had 6 sacks in 2018 and will complement Aldon Smith along that Dallas defensive front. The Giants' offense comes into town having only scored 3 total touchdowns this season, thus explaining their 0-4 record. This game is a great opportunity for the Dallas defense to get back on track and a great opportunity for Dak Prescott to continue his spectacular season against an inferior Giants defense. The coronavirus is now impacting high school football in the Denton area. Both Denton Guyer and Denton Ryan high schools have had players test positive, which will shake up the high school football season even more for these two schools. The positive tests have led to games being canceled for both schools, meaning that the district will have to reshape the team schedules moving forward. The Mean Green are back in action this Saturday at Apogee Stadium as they host the Charlotte 49ers. UNT lost a heartbreaker last weekend against Southern Miss, but the silver lining is that we now have a starting quarterback. Austin Aune is now listed as the lone #1 quarterback on the depth chart and will now presumably start moving forward. Aune has the 3rd highest college pro football focus grade in the nation under pressure at an even 87. This could be the game where we see the offense really start to click in the passing game, as there are no more questions regarding who the quarterback is. Now let's just hope the team gets things moving forward in the right direction on Saturday night. That's all for sports. Back to you, Victor.
Batman fans are sure to be disappointed by the latest news. Due to COVID-19 setbacks, the release of the latest Batman movie has been pushed back to March 4th, 2022. Robert Pattinson came down with the coronavirus shortly after they resumed filming in the UK. This news comes right after the film Dune was also delayed. We hope life gets back to normal so that we can all go back to enjoying new movies. Thanks for watching ntTV News at Noon. Join us again tonight at 6 here on North Texas Television.